Oh, we've got a pretty good sized group here wanting to learn about playlists. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the class today. I'm going to get started here. All righty. Today, we have a class on creating playlists. We're going to talk a little bit about why we want to do that, what that's all about. My name is Donna. I'm your guide for today. I was in the IT industry for over 30 years. I enjoy helping people get over their technology. And again, we are seniors teaching seniors here at Get Set Up. We do have a recording of this class that will be available after class. You can email help@getsetup.io in order to get that recording. And people that are on live stream, I guess they just put us on live stream. Hello, welcome to the class. But do register and come on in and take some of the classes with us so we get to know you. And we are not paid to promote any of the products that I'll be mentioning today. We'll be talking about a few different music apps. We're not, no kickbacks, anything like that. So today's agenda, we're going to talk about how do you create a playlist. We're going to learn.
Stopping, Donna.
Oh, yeah, John.
I'm John from TA support team, and I request you to make me co-host.
Oh, okay. No problem. There you go. Welcome. All right, we're going to learn how to add songs to playlists, and we're going to find some other playlists that you might like to look at to get some inspiration and ideas. Now, is anyone listening to any type of music apps right now on their phones? Anyone? Nelda?
Yes, I am.
What are you listening to? Spotify, yep.
Spotify and iHeart.
iHeartRadio, yep.
Yes, simple. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a few.
Radio.
And Spotify,
Okay.
Spotify as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, that's
And
good. I'm glad to hear it because people are listening to music apps.
Yeah, Samsung Music.
Samsung Music. Okay, great. So that's good that you're familiar with the apps. I do have a class on music apps. If anyone wants to get up to speed on all these different apps that people are yelling out, we can cover that in the class. Now, I have another question. Has anyone ever created a mixtape? Do you remember mixtapes? From the cassettes? You can admit it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, your friends would give you mixtapes to listen to, and you would make it for other people.
Yeah.
Or you'd take those, albums used to have like 2 good songs, and you hated the rest of the songs. So you would take the 2 good songs, put them on the cassette, and you'd spend all day putting songs on the cassette to fill it up with one cassette that had all the good music, right? We all did that. We were creating playlists back then, I guess. That's kind of what a playlist is. All righty. So yeah, here's the picture, mixtapes. Oh yeah. So yeah, definitely a playlist is just a collection of music, and it's around a theme. And it has a lot to do with the way we listen to music today. Today, music is listened to streamed. You're streaming from Spotify. We don't own the music like we used to own it. You're just kind of renting it. Spotify is kind of like the Netflix for music. You're just renting it if you have the premium version. And what happens is everything is in a playlist. So let's take a look at Spotify so people can see what I'm talking about here. I've got the web player open on my laptop for Spotify. Spotify also has an app that you can download. We're going to use Spotify today as an example. I'm going to bring up my phone real quick here. The Spotify app, it has a green little logo with the lines on it. You open it up and you can access the music from the app. They do let you listen to all the music that they have for free. You just have to listen to the ads. You'll have limited skips. I think they do about 5 or 6 an hour. And then you will have, you can't listen to it offline. All righty. So let me go back to give a bigger screen here. So when you come onto Spotify, and we take a look around here. I'm going to do a search. What you see are playlists. They'll give you genres. Like, let's say you love pop music. You can come in here under pop music and you'll see all types of playlists. When I open one of these up, let's say today's top hits. When I open this up, I'm going to see a list of songs. Now, this playlist was done by Spotify. Sometimes when you open these playlists, you'll see other people's names because Spotify lets you create your own playlists. And this is a big business. If you are, Spotify has people that work for them. That's their job, is to create playlists. This is what they do for a living. Not bad, huh? And if you are an artist, let's say you can't get a record deal, you can't get your music on the radio, you're going to come to Spotify, see if you can get some of your music into some of the playlists that they create. So this is definitely a big business. They create the playlist. You can see there's 50 songs in this one. And it's 2 hours and 32 minutes long. So if you hit that green play button, it's going to start playing all this music, one after the other. If you hit a song you don't like, you can skip it. You skip it by just on the bottom of my screen here where the play button is. There's a fast forward, just like on any cassette player you used to have, where you have the play button and then the fast forward. You hit the fast forward button to skip ahead. So these are all the songs, and these are fun. You can find playlists that are, sometimes they'll have it on different moods. Let's go back and see if they've got some moods. You can browse all of them here. So you have, for instance, workout playlist, chill, focus, if you want to focus, different mood ones. Let's see what the mood ones are. I've seen cooking playlists, salsa jams and stuff like that. Yeah. All types of playlists, different. In the shower, here we go. Songs to sing in the shower. I have to look. You can come in here. Starts off with the Supremes. This looks pretty good. Time After Time, Cyndi Lauper, Pretenders. Now, the one thing with the playlists, you can go and, throw them on and play them, but they're not made by you. They're made by someone else, right? You might not like all the songs in this playlist. You may have to skip several of them because you don't like them. This is where being able to make your own playlist helps, because you can make a list of your own favorite songs. So when you're, sometimes you might be in the mood to listen to some music. Maybe it's new to you. Maybe you want to learn about some new artist, and you just throw on a playlist and listen to it. But sometimes you're not in the mood for that. Sometimes you just want to hear the music you want to hear. And that's where you can do a playlist. So it'll be the music that you like. You could also do playlist. Maybe you want to have a special party coming up or a special theme you want to do. So you can select a theme for your playlist. I have a playlist in Spotify. I just call it general. And as I'm listening to music, if I hit a song that I like, then I will put it into that playlist right away before I forget. Because I always play that game with myself. I'll remember it later, but that never works out. So you can arrange in any type of playlist you want. You can do it by decades. Maybe you're doing a workout. Maybe you're trying to do a little workout playlist for yourself of your favorite workout songs, and you want to find some more upbeat music, around 120, 140 beats per minute. Or maybe you just go on to a relaxation meditation type playlist. So you can go and pick more soothing music to listen to. If you're going to do a party or something like that, you want to have a playlist that's going to be interesting to the people that are going to be at your party. So you want to have appropriate music for the age level of the people that are going to be at your party. Now, of course, if it's young kids, then you'll have a playlist with kids' music, whatever you want to do. So you can plan ahead and make the playlist. The playlist can be for a mood. Again, it could be uplifting. When you're in a gloom and you have certain songs, you just play them and they just make you happy. You feel instantly good once you play them. We could make a whole playlist of those songs, your happy songs. Or maybe you would just want a playlist of sad songs, because every now and then we all need a boo-hoo. So you can make that a playlist for yourself. Whatever works for you. Again, it could be anything. Anything you want to make, you can make with all the playlists you want. So the Spotify, we're going to do one now under Spotify. You can make those playlists public and other people can listen to your playlist that you make in Spotify. Deezer, if anyone's familiar with the Deezer app, this is another music app. They will also let you create playlists in their app. All right, so we're going to go back to Spotify. And when you're in Spotify, you will see on the left side of the screen here, you'll see create a playlist. So I'm just going to click on create a playlist. And if you're following along on your phone, you could go to your library and you should see a create playlist. So let me show you on my phone real quick. So click under your library and at the top you'll see create playlist. All right. My screen didn't change. Hold on. All right. So here's my playlist number 11. It's a catchy title. We're going to make it a title here. Let's see. Well, today's Friday. Let's make, Friday Jams. Or how about a Friday Night Jams? There we go. Put in this description if you want here. Click save. And it gives you your title. Now, it's empty, of course. I haven't done anything yet. It says, let's find something for your playlist. You could search for different songs if you want to put in here. If you have a particular song you're interested in, you could type it in here. Or you can go back up to search, take a look at some of your playlist. Huh?
A question.
Yeah, sure, Joyce.
When you do, I'm trying to follow along. I downloaded Spotify.
Mhm.
Then it says sign up for free, or it says continue with Google, continue with Facebook. Well, I'm not on Facebook. So what do they mean by?
Oh, they're trying, yes, what email address you're going to sign up to. So you're either going to sign up through your Google email, or you're going to sign up through your Facebook account, or you're just going to give them another email address.
So I mean, so it says sign up for free. So I will just click that, or just click
Yeah, sign up for free, and you'll just have to give them an email address to sign up.
Okay.
All righty. So let's take a look. What do we have here? Let's do some R&B.
Donna, when I go to Spotify, I don't have where it says create the playlist or like songs. I've got home, search in your library, and then it says premium. Go to premium. If I go to premium, is that a paid service?
That's the paid one. I don't have Spotify paid. You should see a create. If you look under your library, look on the playlist section.
I don't see it.
Under
Okay,
playlist.
I'll just go.
Yeah, you might have to play around with it a little bit to figure it out.
Yeah, I will. Right. Okay, I'll just.
All right, so I want to look up some music here. Let's see. Let's pick some. I'm going to do some chilled R&B here. That sounds fun. Oh, Women of R&B. Let's do that one. All right, so I want some Aretha Franklin in my playlist. So here's Aretha Franklin, the song. Now this isn't one of Spotify's Women of R&B. This is one of their playlists. So I'm going to put Aretha Franklin in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight Aretha, and I'm going to go all the way to the right side of the page. If our pictures are in the way, you can pull them aside. And there'll be 3 dots. I'm going to click on the 3-dot menu. And here you can see some selections here. You can add to a queue. If you're listening to music at the time you're doing this, you could add Aretha to come up to sing next if you want. But down here at the bottom area, there's add to playlist. So I see add to playlist. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on Friday Night Jams. This is one I'm going to add it to my Friday Night Jams. Oh, then we'll put some Supremes in here. So I'm just going to put some music in here. I'm just going to add them to my Friday Night Jams playlist. A few different songs here, just do a few of them. And what's going to happen is as I'm adding these, Spotify's paying attention because now they're going to have an idea what I'm looking for here. We'll get some Diana Ross in here. Oh, let's see. Oh, got to have some Whitney. There we go. Okay, that should be a pretty good list right there. Just have a few. So we have something to work with. All right. So I put in quite a few songs. Let me go back to my playlist on the left side. I'm going to click on my Friday Night Jams. And now that I've put some music in here, I put 8 songs in. 29 minutes, 41 seconds. So it's keeping track of what I'm doing. But now that I've put some music in here, now it says, okay, we have a feeling what you're looking for here. So they're going to start recommending music for me to put in my playlist. So now I can go and add. We got some Gladys Knight. I can add her in here on the right side of the screen. There's an add button. So I can just start adding in music here. We'll put some more in here. They'll keep making suggestions. You can just go in. So let's see how many. Add a few more here. All right. So how many did I put in now? Now I've got 21 songs. It's 1 hour and 15 minutes. So you can see all these songs here. So at this point, I can hit play, the big green play button, and play the whole playlist out if I'd like to. There's 3 buttons to the right of this. There's a 3-dot menu to the right of the green play button. If I click here, I can make this public if I want to. And that means everyone else will be able to find this playlist and listen to it. And you might get some likes. You may have noticed there's a little heart next to songs. Like when I highlight Aretha here, there's a little heart. When you click on the heart, it goes to the like songs. There's a little like songs section in Spotify where the things you've liked, they all create their own playlist. If I go over here, for instance, my like songs.
Oh my God.
They just show up here in this playlist. So it's kind of an instant playlist that can happen too if you just hit the heart button.
I don't understand what's happened here.
So when I'm looking at this make public, if I click make public, now it's going to be visible to other people on Spotify. If I don't want it public, I can go back to the 3 dots and I can make it secret. And this is where you can also delete the playlist. If you want to get rid of the whole thing, you can delete it here. You can share.
Sorry. Where are the 3 dots on the iPhone?
Let me see here.
Because I see the play button, the green play button, but I don't see 3 dots by that. I see 3 dots by some of the music I've chosen, but not 3 dots by
where the playlist is. That will be on your own playlist that you're creating. You'll see this. If you're just listening to a playlist, you don't have any rights to make any changes.
Okay.
This will just be on the ones you create. You'll be able to make these changes. I can share out this playlist. Let's say I want to copy the link. I want to send it to an email or text it out to a friend and say, hey, here's the playlist for the party we're going to have later. Or maybe this is just a playlist I made that with some cool songs I like on it. You can share it out. So these are all the songs here. Questions so far about this?
So Donna, if I create this playlist on my desktop and I download the app on my phone, will I have access to it via my phone?
Yes. In fact, let's see if it's up there. Got to give it a few seconds. I'm going to go into my library and hopefully it will be up here. Oh, there it is. Friday Night Jams.
I'm looking at your phone now on the left here.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, cool.
And is that the same thing if you put them on your iPhone, they're automatically on your computer?
Yep, they'll show up either place.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so it might take it might not be there instantly. It might take a few seconds, and then it'll be there. Just
Hey, Donna.
Mhm.
There's a question in the chat from Betty.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Should I speak
Question?
it?
Sure.
Yeah. Betty's saying, creating a playlist, will the artist name and song always show?
Yes.
The name.
Yes. Yeah, you'll see the artist name and the song in your playlist.
Wait a minute. I'm having a hard time trying to get this account.
Yeah, Joyce, you might have to, might have to deal with that later. What they're asking for is an email address,
Yeah, I know.
so you can sign up. Yeah. Yeah, so you see in the playlist, you'll always see like the artist and the name of the song.
Question for you, Donna. You hear
Yep.
me? If I downloaded the app on my iPhone.
Mhm.
But let's say I create this on my desktop. I'm not downloading an app, correct? I'm going to Spotify and.
Yeah, what you do is you'll go to the Spotify account. I'm going to, real quick, I'm going to go to the Spotify website. And you'll have to log in with the account that you created with them. And they give you, there is a web player. I use the web player. It's easy, but they do have here's the web player. You can scroll all the way down once you're logged in at the bottom of the screen, click on web player, and that's what I have, what opens up.
Okay, so I want to click on web player.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do have a desktop app for your laptop if you want to try it. You can, I'm going to send you a link at the end of the email. The email that you get at the end, you'll get this link. You can read about it. They have a little better music quality on if you do the desktop app versus the web player if you're on a laptop. So you can read about that later if you want to see if you want to use it or not. I just don't want to install anything more on my laptop at this point. So I just use the web player is fine for me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you'll get a link to that. You can read about the differences if you decide if you want it on your desktop or not. All right.
All right.
So that's the playlist, creating it. So let's talk a little bit more about playlists just to get you thinking about this here a little bit. So when you're organizing your songs in a playlist, start with a great song, especially if it's for a party or special event. Get people excited. They have a feeling for what the music's going to be like that they're going to be listening to. You can vary a little bit some of the mood and tempo in the song so it doesn't sound repetitive. Be careful. Like say you have a playlist with 20 songs in it and 10 of them are Whitney Houston. I love Whitney, but that sounds like I'm just playing Whitney's albums in this during the party or whatever you're doing. So you want to mix it up. You really don't want to have it a lot of one artist in the list there. If you're doing a party, it's good to start slow because parties start slow and then towards the middle of the party, everyone's crazy. They're on the tables and then you want to slow it down. So you can do that with the music. Start slow when people are mingling by the middle of the party. Have it planned. You know how long. Spotify tells you how long these playlists last. You can plan it so the good dance music is playing. Everyone's happy and going. And then as the party's starting to wind down, start playing music that will slow things down. Or maybe to get them out the door, So you can do that with your playlist. You might want to, Joyce, you have a question?
Yeah, all right, opened it and it says I don't see where he says create a playlist. It says choose 3 or more artists you like. So I just put
was this Spotify that you're doing?
Yeah.
That's what she's doing.
Yeah. Just choose 3 artists. They want an idea for what you like because they're going to make little playlists for you and stuff that you're going to find when you log in. You're going to see playlists being created for you, and because they want to have an idea what you like to listen to. Now, if you want to do a playlist that's going to be relaxing, you want to definitely pick music that is going to calm you down, let you be able to go to sleep. You definitely want your loudest, most interesting music in the middle. Think of it like climbing a mountain. And you want to have smooth transitions between songs. You don't want to go from AC/DC to John Denver because, yeah, unless that's the effect you're looking for. Everyone has their music likes. So
if I find it, I can always go through search.
Right. Yeah, you can search.
No,
think of when you're making playlists. You definitely want to. You want to look at, maybe 30 to 50 songs, depending on how long the party's going to be or whatever the event is. You don't want to be too long, too short. You definitely want to gear your playlist to your party guests. Again, about the artist, 1 or 2 songs per artist. See, it doesn't sound repetitive. You want to keep it very interesting for your guests because you might like a certain artist and some of your guests might not like that artist, and that they're not going to like that, hearing the music all the time. And if you go ahead. The question?
Once we make these playlists, they'll be commercial free.
No, you're still going to hear commercials if you're on a free Spotify account.
Also, when I'm having a party, maybe in between songs, there'll be commercials.
Yeah, there'll be some commercials coming up. Yeah.
Okay.
So just be aware of that. You can always, sign up for the paid, or if you're using, like, for instance, if you're someone on Amazon Prime, you get Amazon Music for free. So think about that too. You might have some access to music without ads. All right, and if you're going to make your playlist public, give it a good title to draw some interest in for people. And you want to update your playlist from time to time. Because you get sick of hearing sometimes the same music. Your ear gets really used to, like, you can hear the next music the next song that comes up.
How do you change your playlist? Like, they asked me three or more people, but I hit the wrong thing. I hit done. So now it's like I want to go back and change it.
Oh, I don't know how you can change the 3-person thing, but yeah, I'll show you on the playlist here. If we go in to get rid of a song, like let's say I don't want Aretha over here anymore, I just go all the way to the right side, click on the 3-dot menu, and I can remove it from this playlist. You can't delete the song because you don't own the music. Joyce?
I guess I'll see you in another class because right now I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, well, you could probably go to your phone later and just listen to what we're showing you here, and then later on you can see if you can find it on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So you can remove it from the playlist. Like if I say remove, it'll be removed from the playlist. You can't technically delete any songs because they all are owned by Spotify. Julia, did you have a question? Was it you? Okay.
No, it was me.
All right. Oh, sorry, Barbara, go ahead.
That's okay. Can you, does Alexa work with this? Can I ask Alexa to play my Spotify?
Yes, you can. You're going to get also a link in the email about how to create and edit your music playlist with Alexa commands.
Oh, great. I have to go to work. I have to leave early, but I love your classes and I'll see you again in another one.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So anyone who has an Alexa, this article will be in the email I send you. So you can figure out the commands. You can actually do this all right through Alexa, which is pretty cool. All righty. And if you're doing a playlist, let's say for working out, you probably want to test it out. A song that you think may have been really good for working out. You might go out for your walk and you realize this song is terrible. So you can always, take that song out, try different songs that might inspire you to go on your walk, your run. You can make your playlist collaborative with other people. If you have the premium account with Spotify, you can actually add and delete songs for other people's playlists and you have kind of work together on playlists, creating playlists. So it's a kind of a good way to get new songs because people can actually add music to your playlist. And you can do this collaborative playlist type thing on Spotify. And if you have Apple Music lets you do this also, if anyone's a member of that. All righty. Let's talk a little bit about setting. When we're talking earlier, I mentioned BPM, beats per minute. For when you're working out or if you want to do relaxation type playlists, the beats per minute is really how you move. It's how many steps you take per minute. So to count it when you're out for a walk or run, just count how many times your right foot hits the ground and then times it by 2. And that gives you an idea of your own personal beat per minute. Now, all of us have certain songs that when we're walking, it just feels good. You know, there's certain beat or something. And that's because the beat per minute is probably very similar to your own, the way your own body moves. So you do want to look at that when you're trying to work out, picking those type of songs. And of course, if you're doing a playlist for relaxation and meditation, you can pick very soothing music. And the nice thing is with all these apps, they will categorize, like we saw earlier on Spotify, they have different mood type playlists. So you can get ideas of the particular music that you could use for your playlist. Now, for fun, I have this website that I'm going to send you the link to. It's called Get Song Bpm. It's kind of a quirky little site, but you could have some fun with this. They'll show you what the beats per minute is to music, different songs. Billie Jean, Michael Jackson's Billie Jean's 116 beats per minute. If that's your target rate that you want to be at when you're working out, you could take a look at this. Bohemian Rhapsody Queen is 72 beats per minute. Hotel California is 75. Another one, Bites the Dust from Queen, 112. It's kind of funny because some songs sound faster than they really are, which is kind of strange how that works. But let's say your target rate for working out is 116 beats per minute. You're looking for that beat. You can start with a song like Billie Jean. If I click on this, it's going to give me some information about Billie Jean. They do this little audio profile. It's kind of funny. They have tempo. They have danceability, 92. Energy, acousticness, and then liveness. The important thing is coming down, scroll down the screen, there's an ad that pops up. You can just close it on the right. And you can select similar songs. So if I click on load similar songs, now it's going to pull up songs that are all around that 116 beats per minute. So you can have some fun with this. Oh, Holiday, Madonna. So you can play around with this a little bit, see what comes up. You can do individual song searches if you have a particular song you like. It's kind of a fun little site. Another thing, too, is not to get too much into music theory with you, but this site includes the key that a song is in. So when you're looking at music, if there's a little M in the key, that means it's a minor. It's a little sadder sound to it. If it's like this, a D with no M, it's a major. It has a brighter tone to it. So if you're looking at doing relaxation or meditation, you might be looking for a certain mood. You could try picking songs that maybe have the same tempo and the same key, possibly. You know, you could play around with it. It's just something you could have some fun with the music. In the upper right-hand corner, you can pick activity. If I pick running, you could further select some songs by the genre of the music and the decade. So for instance, let's say we stay with the 116 beats per minute. Song length, 240 seconds. I think that's about 5 minutes. Activity duration. Let's say you want to be running or walking for an hour. So 60 minutes you could put here. And then you can select your genre of the type of music you like. So let's say I want to do R&B. And then you can pick the decade. Let's say I just want to do from the 60s. And then you can order it by random or top songs. So if you could try random, see what comes up. It could be some interesting, songs that maybe you've never heard of before, or you could do top songs. And then I'm going to just click on Get Songs. And then what will come up is a list of music that you could possibly use for your playlist. So here we have kind of a short list came up there. Usually it's longer. But here's the some 4 songs that came up, but they're all in that 116, 117 beats per minute. So you can use these songs. So this is just a little site. There's another site too that you'll get in the email. You can play around with this if you want to play around with it. You don't have to. This is just an added bonus to have some fun with the music. And when you're, you may have noticed earlier when we were looking at the songs, when we were looking at the Billie Jean list. Actually, let's go back to the beginning. There is a little Spotify dot here. You may have noticed when I click on this, it will play. You can listen to a little bit of the music in case you hit a song where you're like, I don't remember that song. You can play it real quick to listen to it. All righty. So that's, let's take a look at some other places you can find playlists because they really are all over the internet. I'm going to bring my phone up. The kind of the big players are iHeartRadio, YouTube Music, Deezer, Apple Music, and TuneIn Radio. These are other people besides Spotify that you can look at. And again, I do have a class on music apps that we do, and we go into detail on all of these. But these are just to give you some ideas. Let's take a look at the iHeartRadio just to show you what it looks like. This is the Heart. Very popular. They do music, podcasts, radio, a little of everything. So, an app like Spotify, they just do the music and the podcasts. This one does a little bit more. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see a menu, your library, radio, podcast, and then playlist. Playlist, this is the music part. So you can take a look in here and see what they do. All of these apps offer a free version that you can listen to. You will have ads. Now, I like their moods and activities. They have workout, chill. They have work. This menu scrolls. Anytime you see these type of menus on these apps, you take your finger and you can scroll to the left to see the rest of it. They have cooking playlists. You have your stir fry, Latin spice, cooking with friends, family dinner, cooking with jazz, barbecue jams. Makes me hungry every time I go in here.
Donna, we have a question from Nelda.
Yep, Nelda.
She wrote in chat.
Oh yeah, Nelda. Pandora is kind of one. Pandora is a little different. Pandora, they do create playlists kind of on the fly. You tell them an artist you like. Let's say you like Aretha Franklin. And then Pandora creates this playlist of Aretha Franklin music. And it will add in other artists whose music is very similar to hers. So that's a great app if you want to find new artists, Pandora. So it's a little different how it does the playlist. But yeah, so you can, look at some of these other apps too if you want to take a look at some inspiration for titles maybe of playlists or even what's in the content of them, just to see what different apps do. And let's take a look at YouTube Music is fairly new on the scene. Last November. Used to be Google Play. And then Google bought YouTube and they created YouTube Music. So here it is. The symbol is a round circle with the play button. You can find playlists by selecting if you want to do workout, focus, relax. Again, this menu will, if you just slide with your finger, you can slide it over to see other selections. I think that's it. Commute. So yeah, I could have a commute playlist.
Donna, Becky's
Mhm.
asking like, is iHeart a free app or like, is there any monthly fee?
All of these apps offer you some type of free access. And you will get ads. They will have ads. Although I've heard YouTube has the shortest ads out of all of them. That's what someone had said that. But yeah, you'll have ads, it's just like listening to radio where you have 4 or 5 songs, then you have an ad. And then one thing I do like what Spotify does is when you open up Spotify, it will usually have you listen to an ad, a 30-second ad, and then you get 30 minutes ad free, which is kind of nice. Just in time for the walk, you know. So that works out pretty well. But that's the only one I see that does that. Apple Music, though, Apple Music does not have they have a free trial. They do not have a free tier because after the trial you have to purchase. But all these others, you can listen to them for free. Just have the ads. You have limited skips. So if you go through the 4 or 5 skips an hour they give you, they'll tell you have to wait until the next hour to get your next set of skips. All right, let's go to you. Let's see. Let me go back to YouTube Music. There they have a recommended playlist. So you can see all the recommended playlists that they give me. You can pick different genres, moods. You know, if you're looking for, some Bollywood. You want to listen to some Bollywood music? Here we go. Some playlists on Bollywood. These can be fun just to throw them on and listen to them. All right, and another one, let's take a look. I keep changing my slide. Deezer is another example. Let's show you what these look like. You may notice a lot of these apps look very similar. They use the same template. Deezer is right here. This is what the icon looks like. Kind of in the upper part of my screen. I'm going to click on it. When you first sign up for Deezer, they'll ask you for 3 favorite artists that you have. Sometimes you'll see the ad because, all of these, even though you're listening to them for free, they do try to sell you on their premium service. So you will see ads for that. So I should just close them out. And again, they'll make daily lists here for you. You tell them your 3 favorite artists, they'll put them in here and then they'll make lists for you. And some of these can be fun to listen to. And then they'll give suggestions of playlists that you'd be interested in listening to. And then, of course, you can go by genre. Again, these slide to the left. Anytime you see these type of menus, slide to the left with your finger. And you can select the type of music you're interested in. You want to look at, say, rock music, and you're going to have all kinds of playlists for rock music. Some of these apps will let you create playlists. Like, for instance, if I open this up, I'm going to open up one of the playlists. And I'm going to view the playlist. I believe this one, Deezer, lets you create your own playlist. It's going to be similar to the way we just did it in Spotify. You're going to go to the 3-dot menu. This is Dream On, Aerosmith. If I want to add it to a playlist, I'm going to click Add to a Playlist. And here's a test one I had made, so I can add it here. If I want to put it in the playlist, I can add it to test. Any questions people have? I see some more came in. All right. Yes, when you're skipping, when you hit a song you don't like, you just hit that fast forward button. That's going to skip you to the next song. But if you're on a free version, you're only going to be allowed 4 to 6 skips an hour, depending on which app it is. So if you're burning through them, then you're probably listening to the wrong playlist. If you have to skip all the songs, get out of the playlist. All righty. All right then. Any other questions? We've kind of come to the end here. I'm going to come back into Spotify. Oops, where we were before. Any last questions people have about this? Are you guys going to go create some playlists? Maria, were you going to say something?
I was saying yes, I am.
Yeah.
As soon as I get off of this,
You know,
so I won't lose it. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. And I mean, they are handy to have. Like I said, I just do a little general. I have one called general. And when I'm listening, for instance, let me show you an example. Like, let me bring up Spotify again. And let's say I'm going to pull up a song. Let's see. Let me get out. Oh, that's our playlist we had created. I'm going to go to a different playlist. Let's just grab something here. Rock classics. All right, let's say I start listening to this. I'm going to turn my phone down. Hopefully it's not blasting. Oh, it asks, here's what I'm showing you. That 30-second video gives you free listening time for 30 minutes, which I like that. And they will do that for, you might listen to Spotify for a while, and then this will come up again, and then they'll give you another 30 minutes. If you're listening to it for a long time, they will keep doing that. All right. So let's wait, give it a second here to load. And then hopefully that will be the end. All right, here we go. So it's playing Buffalo Springfield. Does anybody remember that guy?
Oh.
I don't either, and I don't know what it sounds like. Let me see what it sounds like.
Exactly clear.
Oh.
There's a man with a gun over there.
Sounds familiar, actually.
I got to beware.
Hear it?
I think it's time we stop. Children,
remember that?
Yes.
Everybody look what's going on.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember it. Yeah.
I don't remember his name, poor guy, but I remember the song.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's say, I love this song. Okay, you could heart it. If you heart it, it's going to go into that like the songs area. It'll go into that bucket if you want to heart it. If you have a specific playlist you want to go to, I click up in the upper right-hand corner where you see the 3-dot menu. I just click there, and I just say add to playlist, and then I can quickly add them. I use general as my bucket, or if I want, like we're doing Friday night jams, I can just throw him right in there, and he'll be in there. So that's the way you can quickly just add it when you hear it. Because I know for myself, I used to play the game, oh, I'll remember it later and I'll add it later. But, oh, man, forget that. That game is over. Because, you know, I'll just never remember the song. And then if I come in here, let me refresh my screen. And he should be in here. Probably at here he is. For what it's worth. See, I don't remember that being the title of that song, but it's kind of funny. The song is so familiar. Don't remember him or the title. So I should probably heart him too. Because I do like that song. All right. Any other questions anyone has?
I have a question, Donna.
Yeah.
If you put a song into your general playlist, and then once you start to go through it and you think, oh, I want to add this to my playlist number 9, can you grab that from the general and import it into your favorite or whatever?
Like, for instance, I'm in our Friday night jams, but I can go over to the 3-dot menu that's on the right side of the page here. Like I have Whitney's here. And I can click on the 3 dots and say, add to playlist, and it has all my playlists right here. So I can select.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, great. Okay, thank
whichever
you.
one you want to put in. So you can move them around. I just have the general one because usually I'm just listening and I just want to put it somewhere so I know
a holding
I have.
bucket. Yeah.
It's a holding bucket. It's basically my brain, my memory.
Thank you.
I know I'm not going to remember to do it later. I should just call my general one. I should call it the brain. That'll make more sense.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? That's funny. All right.
What about when you're listening to a movie or something and the ending has songs in it, and you can use that app that you can find out what song it is?
Shazam.
Yes. Can we use that and switch it over to our playlist?
Oh, I think you can. You know what? I think you can. I think you can in Shazam tell it to put it somewhere else. Yeah, I would have to check on that. But Michael, do you know what? Always ask a young person, right?
Yeah, sure. So the question was to identify a song?
Well, no, when you identify in Shazam, doesn't it give you an option to go send it to Spotify or somewhere else?
Yeah, it does. You just have to simply click on Shazam and then, just simply click on the song and it'll show you some links where you can open like maybe the Apple Music and then Spotify. These two are the famous ones.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Because I know I've done it. I've done Shazam in my car because my car does not identify the music. It drives me crazy. And I've Shazammed it and put it into my Spotify general. So, yeah. Thank you, Michael.
Not a problem.
All right. Any other questions people have? We've got some good questions today.
Yeah. What is this Shazam that you guys?
Oh. If you suffer at all from what's that song, Itis, the name of that song, you need Shazam. It looks like this. It's this blue it's an S for Shazam. That's what it looks like. And all you do is when there's music playing around you, you just push the big Shazam button and it identifies who it is, the title and the person. And then like Michael was saying, and then you'll have the option to go and send it to Spotify if you want or somewhere to save it.
So you're saying if I hear something, I'm driving on my radio or I'm sitting in the car and my radio's playing, right. I can press Shazam on my cell phone.
Yep.
And it'll let me know who it is.
Yep. It's wonderful.
Oh, it sounds great.
I've done it for the TV too. When sometimes the commercial comes up and I'm like, what's that song? I love that song. And I just Shazam the TV and boom, tells me what the song is.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
It gets rid of that irking, like, what's the name of that song?
Exactly.
You can instantly find out what, or if you're standing in CVS, they're always playing those 80s songs. And one of them come up, you just Shazam, boom. Yes, it's very nice. Very nice. Whoever invented that, boy. Great app to have on your phone. If you suffer from the, what's the name of that song, Itis? Some people don't care. Some people aren't bothered by it, but I am. It drives me crazy when I can't think of it.
Same here. It drives me nuts. I can't think of anything else until I figure it out.
Well, then you need to put Shazam on your phone. That's the next thing you need to do after this class. Get Shazam on there. All righty. Anything else here? Oh, good. Michael just gave you some instructions of Shazam. There you go. In chat, everyone. He has some instructions he's put in for us. Thank you on how to do that. All righty. So we're coming to the end of our class here. It's been a pleasure having everyone in here today. In summary, playlists, they set the mood. You can make playlists for any reason, really. And when you're working out, think of the beat of the songs that you're putting in for working out. Only put in what makes you feel good for your body. You can go to that extra website that I'll be sending you if you want to play around with beats per minute and that type of thing. You can listen to other playlists to get ideas and to find songs that you can add to your own playlist. And you can also make your playlist public if you want to join in on the fun and see if you get any likes, see if anyone likes your playlist. And again, you can make just a general playlist just to collect the songs, and you can always create your playlist later. But they didn't fill out my slide. I want to thank you for attending today. Other classes would definitely be the music apps class that I have that you can go to. We talk about all the music apps and their pricing on them and all the, the features that they have that you might be interested in hearing about. And also, you're going to be getting notes at the end of this class. There's going to be a feedback form. Go ahead and fill that out. If you have any class ideas, something you wish that we had on our catalog, go ahead and jot that down too. They do read those and they will make a note of your class idea. And spread the news about Get Set Up to your friends and family. If you know anyone that could use our services to come check us out. If you have an interest in hosting a class, maybe you like to garden or you have some special talent, let us know about it. We'll set you up with an hour. You can meet other people in the community. You'll have a guide that helps you out. And of course, if you want to be a guide, we're always hiring for guides. There is, again, a recording that you can request at help@getsetup.io if you'd like to get a recording of today's session. And our website changed drastically 2 weeks ago. If anyone's been with us for a while, we had a big website update. Marv is having a nice class called Tips and Tricks to Navigating Get Setup's New Look, so you can learn all about the new website. Even if you're new and you just want to learn how to use the website, you might want to attend that. They have a cool TV feature and all kinds of things on the new website that you can check out. So any last questions, comments anyone has? No? All right.
It's been a blast. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure having all of you here today, too. And I will see you again in another class next time. We'll see you, everyone. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good time.
Thank you. Very informative, Donna.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.